Hi guys, welcome to the round 22 review for fantasy this week. We had a really bad week. We scored 2172, so a really poor score. Round 22 rank of 11,331, and we're now ranked 6th overall, so not great. We were probably looking to, push up and hopefully finish first by the end of this round, but things didn't go our way. A lot of premiums failed to score. Captaincy went wrong, and fielding two rookies always hurts, so things didn't go our way and resulted in a really poor score, which isn't the best. But there's one more week to go, and I'm looking forward to the final week of fantasy. Hoping for a top 3 finish. I think it's still possible to finish top 3. There's about a 190 point gap between me and first, so it's going to be hard chasing from here on to finish first overall, but top 3 is definitely possible. So that's probably where we're aiming at the moment. As far as my trades, how they went, we ended up bringing in Dangerfield and Miller for Stewart and Mills. It was really hard because on that Thursday night when the teams were released, I found out that Lloyd and Mills were both out. Lloyd being the unexpected one, so two of my players weren't playing, and then on Friday afternoon I found out that Stewart was also out for the rest of the season. So we had 3 players that were injured and out and weren't playing, so we couldn't really have the luxury that we had initially in the week and bringing in as many premiums as we wanted to. So we had to trade 2 of the 3. So I went Stewart and Mills out, hoping that Lloyd plays this week. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. So we went Stewart and Mills out, and we brought in Danger and Miller. Now initially it was meant to be Josh Kelly and Jared Lyons, but we were 1k shy of doing that. So Jared Lyons was just 1k more expensive than I needed him to be. So it was a bit unfortunate, really unfortunate in the end actually, because I love Josh Kelly as an option to bring in, and I knew that he was a consistent scorer, and Jared Lyons had a really good matchup against against Collingwood, I think it was. So I liked Josh Kelly and Jared Lyons, and we wanted to bring in both of them, but unfortunately we were 1k shy. So in the end, I thought Dangerfield would be a good option to bring in and took Miller. I could have gone Danger and Lyons, although I felt that Took Miller had a better ceiling to offer, and just for what he's priced at and what he's been doing the last couple of weeks, he would be a better option compared to Lyons. So we ended up going Danger and Miller in. Didn't go well, as you're probably looking at my team. Miller was terrible, and I'll talk about that as we go on the team review, but let's probably start that off. Defenders, they were alright. Laird, Hall, Crisp, all standard stuff. Hall's been exceptional for me this year. Salem really benefited from Stephen May being laid out. He took majority of the kick-ins, took a heap of marks, and I really hope Stephen May doesn't play this last week because we need him. We need Salem to score well, and Salem really benefits when Stephen May doesn't play. So interesting to see if Stephen May plays. If he probably does, it probably affects Salem's score significantly, but that's fine. Warefield has been pretty poor last couple of weeks, and Zeeble. Not many of the top 100 coaches actually have him, so it was really unfortunate. We copped a 50 from him, which isn't great. Midfield, took Miller, really let me down. I think if we went McRae captain instead, we would have probably been ranked 4th overall instead of 6th. Yeah, but Miller was really poor. Mitchell was fine, Walsh was fine, Merritt was poor, but he should bounce back. McRae and Oliver were alright, and then Adams as a premium, 79's not good enough. So, yeah, Adams and Miller were really bad this week. Sharp, I mean, what can you expect? We had to field 2 rookies in the end, so he was good considering how bad rookies have been this year, so I'm happy with that. Then Rucks were bad, Grundy was terrible, Gorn was pretty bad as well. Forward line, Zorko was good, Degoe was good, Darcy was amazing. I'm happy that he turned up. Thought he would have a poor game, but he really proved me wrong. He had a good game. Marshall was really bad, 52, so... Marshall, Zeeble, Adams, Grundy, Miller, Merritt, all scoring well unders, so that isn't great, and Dangerfield was good, so I'm happy I brought in Danger in the end. Could have been Kelly, but it's fine. And then Bramble was also really good, so a lot of premiums failed to score this week, which isn't great. Captaincy went wrong, fielding 2 rookies, like I said, really cost us, but one more week to go, so we have the ability to make 2 trades that hopefully impact our team. And at the moment, I haven't made a trade because I'm really struggling on ideas for players to trade in. We have 21k in the bank and not much to work with, to be honest. Now, I'm thinking we can either go sharp to a premium player, I think the best we can get to is someone like Petraka. And then if we go Bramble to a 170k rookie, that allows us to go sharp to Petraka. But another thing we could do is trade out Sam Walsh, who I think is going to cop a tag this week. Plays the Giants. He had a 50 against them last time he played at them. And since Giants are pushing for the finals, I think he might get a tag. So concerns on Sam Walsh. I think what we might end up doing is going Sam Walsh, someone like, I'm thinking Keys or Parrish. And then the next player we would have to bring in would have to be less than 600k. So I'm not too sure exactly what we're going to be doing, because I like Keys and Parrish as options to bring in, although there's not many good options under 600k that I'm liking at the moment. So I think what we end up doing is probably going sharp to Petraka, or maybe even to Josh Kelly, who knows, and then Bramble to a 170k rookie, but trades are yet to be decided. And as far as captaincy goes this week, Mitchell, Muller, they should be fine. I don't think Sydney will tag Took Miller, just because how bad Gold Coast have been. So Miller should bounce back. Mitchell plays Richmond, so he should be good. We'll see how he goes. But both those two players, I think, are good options. They both have good ceilings, so we'll probably go for one or the other. And as far as good trade options, Lions obviously has a good matchup this week. Petraka, I really like the looks of him. He reminds me of Sam Walsh. He tackles, he marks, he looks at the ball, and he looks for goals. He's always hungry for the footy, so I like Petraka as an option. Kelly has a good matchup against Carlton this week, so he should be huge. Keys plays North, so disposal wise, he should get a lot of the pill, and we know he has the ability to score 150 plus, and he loves to tackle, so he should be big. Parrish, we saw earlier this year, has some good history against Collingwood, so he's also a good option. And Wingard has Richmond, and Richmond give up a lot of points, so he should be big. Also giving Clarko a good farewell. I think he'll have a big game, Wingard, so good option to bring in. And then Jack Redden, bit of a unique, but he has the ability to score 140. He loves to mark, loves to tackle. Only concern is getting a lot of the footy, whether he actually can rack up. But I think all these players are really good options to bring in. But that's how our team's looking like. Like I said, not too sure what our trades are going to be this week. But I'm happy with the final result. We finished well higher than expected this year, so if we can finish in the top 3, I'll be pretty happy. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next week for the final video, and comment down your score or any questions you have.